You know that feeling on a long road trip? Just miles and miles of highway, with the only break being a quick stop for gas and maybe some questionable coffee. But what if I told you that hidden all across Japan's highway system, there's this incredible nationwide treasure hunt? A hobby that literally turns every single one of those rest stops into a destination you actually want to visit.
I mean, think about it. Most of us see a highway rest stop as, just a place to stretch your legs or grab a quick snack. They're necessary, sure, but also totally forgettable. Well, get ready, because we're about to completely change the way you look at these places.
Because tucked away inside, usually near an info desk or the gift shop, you'll find this. It's a small, totally free, and often beautifully designed work of art. This, my friends, is a highway stamp, and it is the key to unlocking a whole new way to travel. So yeah, we're diving into a full-on highway treasure hunt. And look, this is so much more than just collecting rubber stamps. It's a real quest. It's all about turning a boring drive into a genuine adventure, where every single stop adds another unique piece to the story of your trip across Japan. So what exactly are these things? Well, they're commemorative stamps that you can find at pretty much every staffed service area, or SA, and parking area, the PAs, across the country. And the cool part is, each one has a totally unique design. It's not just a logo. It captures the spirit of that specific place. It could be a famous landmark, maybe a local festival, a character from an old story, or even a cute regional mascot. And maybe the best part about all this? Anyone can do it. Seriously, you don't really need anything special to get started. But as you get more into it, you start picking up the little tricks of the trade. So let's take a look at the collector's toolkit and see how the pros do it. Okay, and this is where it gets really fun because there are basically two different camps, two philosophies when it comes to collecting. First up, you've got the purist. These folks stamp right into their book. It's all about the thrill of the moment, right? Every press is final. But man, one little mistake can be absolutely heartbreaking. Then you have the perfectionist. They play it safe. They stamp on a separate piece of paper, pick the absolute best one, and then paste that into their book later. It's all about getting that flawless impression. So you gotta ask yourself, which one are you? Believe it or not, getting that perfect press is practically an art form, and the pros have it down to a science. Here's how they do it. Step 1, always clean the stamp. You gotta check for any old ink or dirt. Step 2, ink it up evenly. Just some gentle taps, don't go crazy. Step 3 is the big one, press with care. Put your paper on something soft, like another notebook, and press down firmly, kind of rolling the pressure from the edges to the middle. And finally, the big reveal. Lift the stamps straight up, one clean motion, no smudges, just a perfect print. All right, so if you're thinking, I want to do this, here's what you'll want in your gear bag. First, a dedicated stamp book, and make sure it has thick paper. That's key so the ink doesn't bleed through. A lot of serious collectors bring their own ink pad because honestly, the ones at the stations can be pretty dried out. Then, of course, some wet wipes or a little brush for cleaning, and finally, some loose paper, for practice or if you're on team perfectionist. The treasure hunt aspect is a ton of fun. But the real magic? It's the art of the stamps themselves. These aren't just some generic company logos. They're like these tiny, intricate windows that give you a peek into the soul of each and every place you visit. Really, every single stamp tells a local story. Each design is basically that region showing you what it's most proud of. It could be a magnificent castle, a famous local dish, or a hero from a legend that's hundreds of years old. You're literally learning about the area one stamp at a time. And the sheer variety is just stunning. Just look at this. It's an official list from Nexco West, one of the big highway operators. I know it's a lot to look at, but let's just pick out a couple. See number 45 right there? That one's for the Casa service area. And yep, that's the iconic Himeji Castle. Now, let's find number 84. There it is. That's for the Kibi service area. And its stamp shows Momotaro, the famous peach boy from Japanese folklore. And just imagine, every single stamp has that kind of amazing local detail. So, grabbing 1 or 2 stamps on a trip is a really cool souvenir, for sure. But for the really dedicated collectors, this becomes a nationwide quest. We're talking about a massive challenge that literally covers the whole country. So just how big is this quest exactly? Well, if you look at just the 3 main highway networks, that's Nixco East, Central, and West, you're looking at more than 549 official stamps to collect. Let that sink in. That is a serious amount of driving. And get this,
To put that number into perspective, it takes an insane amount of dedication to actually finish. In the entire Next West area, which covers a massive chunk of Japan, only 101 people had managed to achieve full completion by August of 2021. So yeah, this isn't just a casual weekend hobby for some people. It's a full-blown epic saga. And if you want to make it official and get one of those full completion certificates, you need one of these special SAPA commemorative stamp book. The highway operators sell them, and it's basically the official passport for your adventure. It has a specific spot for every single stamp on the route. Okay, so you might be thinking, a hobby that's all about rubber stamps and ink pads sounds a little old-fashioned, right? But what's so cool about it is how it's constantly evolving and finding new ways to stay relevant and connect with a whole new generation. I mean, check this out. The new destination is the service area. That was the actual slogan from a huge collaboration with Momotaro Dentetsu. If you don't know, it's this incredibly popular video game in Japan that's all about traveling the country, so a partnership with the highway system, it was a perfect match. It completely flips the script, making the service area the reason for the trip. And this wasn't just some small thing with a couple of posters. No. This was a massive event. We're talking a digital stamp rally across 43 different locations you could do on your phone. There was exclusive merch, of course, including special collaboration stamp books. They even had special themed menus, character panels for photo ops, and photo sticker booths. It was this amazing blend of that old-school analog fun of stamp collecting with all the bells and whistles of a modern digital event. So the next time you find yourself on a long road trip, maybe just look a little closer. You might find that the most memorable part of your journey isn't your final destination at all, but all the small, amazing stories you find and collect along the way. It makes you wonder, right? What hidden treasures are waiting in plain sight on your next journey?